When we're at our mountain cabin in Buena Vista, Colorado, you'll oftentimes find me on the front deck and or the back. It's even darker. And I'll stare up at the sky at billions of stars. I'll even be able to see the Milky Way and its constellations. Now, the biggest city nearby is pretty small, Johnson Village. And it has city lights, but they won't blind the stars at night like you do get in bigger cities with so much light you can't see the stars, unfortunately. When I was a young guy, Mark Pellet and I used to go to Lockwood Valley, California, about 2 hours from Los Angeles, and at night we'd lay in the sleeping bags and we'd look up at the sky and see billions of stars. It was so amazing, and that's when I got my love of stars. I'd like to begin to teach you how to identify the most basic constellations, which the scripture also talks about: Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. So when you look at this picture, you'll notice that the Big Dipper looks just like it sounds. It's a dipper in the sky, and it points to the North Star, which is the tail or the handle of the Little Dipper, which is so cool. Mariners and all kinds of navigators in ancient days used the North Star because it was always fixed, especially in the northern hemisphere. Now that northern star seems to have all the stars rotate around it, and so you'll see the dipper in different positions, the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, but they're always connected to the North Star. And the way to find the North Star is you go to the top right hand corner of the dipper and you go straight up across the sky until you see a little fainter star. That's the North Star, and when you follow it down you'll identify it because it's always connected to the Little Dipper. Now this next picture, again, if you look at the Big Dipper, Ursa Major, you'll see on the right hand upper corner of the cup a star. You take that star and you move upward into the night sky, and it's connected to Polaris, the North Star that's stationary, and all the constellations evolve around it. Now see if you on your own can spot the Big Dipper without any help. Unfortunately, in this picture you can't see the Little Dipper, but you will be able to spot the Big Dipper. And now I'd like to talk to you about Orion, because Job 38:31 talks about Pleiades, Orion, and it talks about constellations. And there's the three stars, the belt. That's how you can always spot Orion. Now it may circle and move in different positions, but those three stars is a dead giveaway of the warrior Orion holding its bow that the scripture talks about. Now, if you use Orion as a marking point, you can take those three stars on the belt and follow into the night sky, usually above, up north, higher up, you'll see Pleiades. And Pleiades is unique. It's a cluster of stars all clustered together, and it's faint enough that you can see it, but because they're all together, it makes it a little brighter than all the other stars around it. So see someday if you can start finding Pleiades and identifying it, and then impress your friends that you know something about the stars. And then on a dark night with billions of stars, it's not unusual to see the Milky Way. It looks like a streak of a whole bunch of washed out color in the sky. That's the Milky Way, our galaxy. So I'd like you to pause and ponder this word.